Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So today we got our first few nuggets of information regarding the first Dark Souls 3 DLC, Ashes of Ariandel. I wanted to make a really quick video regarding my initial thoughts. Obviously there isn't a whole lot we can make of this yet, but the word Ariandel does have some very interesting etymology. Some of the images kind of playing in the background are some leaked shots from what seemed to be some kind of publication releasing information on the Ashes of Ariandel. So just let's get right into it. If you want to see those photos in full, I'll put the link in the description. So, the most apparent way in which we can split the name Ariandel is obviously Arian and Del. What jumped out to me at first, and would coincidentally make the most sense in a Dark Souls context, was the similar spelling of Arian to Aryan. The first translations of Aryan come from the Indo-Iranian tribal languages meaning noble or noble one. The next bit might shock you. The word Aryan also appears in Hinduism, most specifically from the Vedic culture as Aryavata, which was a word used to describe northern India, the land of nobles. What is most interesting is that this term came from the Vedic culture because if we look at the deities of the Vedic people, some things start to make sense. In the oldest Vedas scriptures, 3 gods are primarily described. The names were Indra, Agni, and Surya. Now, Indra was the leader of the Devas, which were supernatural gods of enormous power. What blew me away was to learn that Indra is a god of lightning. He carries a Vajra, which allows him to shoot lightning bolts from his hands. Who do we know who does this in the Dark Souls series? Gwyn, of course, as well as the Nameless King, who is coincidentally also a figurehead among the gods. The plot thickens with Agni, who is a god of flame. Now, who do we know is a god of flame from Dark Souls? The mysterious Flan, Guinevere's husband. Last but not least, we have Surya. It was hard for me to believe at first, but Surya is the Vedic god of the sun, and has sun temples all across India, vessels for prayer to the sun god. You see where I'm going with this. The characters in Dark Souls who are heirs or presiders of the sun are Gwyn and his son, the Nameless King. To make matters even more interesting, Indra, the god of lightning, and Surya, the god of the sun, fought together against the Vritra. Now, what were the Vritra, you may ask? Well, they were dragons. So, for fighting against the dragons, or Vritra, so successfully, Indra became known as the Slayer of Dragons. Pretty incredible, right? Well, with that in mind, I can believe we can consider the possibility that Aryan is in reference to the gods in some way. With that out of the way, let's talk about Del. So, Del with 1 L does not have a whole lot in terms of etymology, but Del with 2 L's does. So, for the sake of speculation, we will analyze this for a moment. The word Del with 2 L's comes from Old English meaning valley or dune valley. The meaning is also often seen in conjunction with other words to make it mean wooded valley or valley of wood or a forest. What we have so far in putting these 2 words together is something like Valley of the Gods or Forest of the Gods, I suppose you could say. Considering that the Aryan part could be in reference to deities of lightning, sun, and flame, I believe it's possible that we might be going, or at least following the path that was travelled by the gods and goddesses who left Anor Londo, as referenced by the Sun Princess ring. And the fact that the title references the ashes of Ariandel might mean that the valley, wooded or not, was burnt or scorched or ablaze. So, I don't know, maybe Flan sneezed too hard one day on the road. Who knows? Anyway, I just felt the need to get my thoughts out there and see what you guys think about it. We'll probably get more information on this soon, which could completely prove me wrong in everything I've said, but, that's the fun of it. So leave what you think in the comments about this new DLC, what you want to see, and what you think about the etymology I've presented, and let's look forward to some brand new lore to discuss in the future. Until next time.